figure it's about time. We've done so much stuff to this house. There's just so much we've done. There's not one spot in this house I have not touched. I'm gonna show you a couple little things that we changed. I guess I'm in the kitchen. Might as well start in the kitchen. First of all, we redid all of the floors in the entire house. I took all the doors off, repainted them, repainted the entire house. It's not brown anymore. It's like a bluish, kind of, I don't know, bluish grayish color. I am not the decorator, so to me, it's bluish grayish. I do have some old footage from when I showed the house when we first got it. So I'll mix that in here while I'm talking, but you will notice I'm actually in the dining room and you can see the kitchen. I took out this entire wall. There was a whole wall here. There was a doorway here, right here. And then this actually bumped out to about here. There was a doorway right here. And this was a wall. We opened that all up and put a huge support beam up there. And it's way bigger now, as you can tell. It like really opened up the dining and kitchen area. And here's what it looks like from there. I could not get rid of that unless I took out the entire ceiling and vaulted it. I didn't want to do all that. So no, post stays. Living room is pretty much the same. Fireplace is still the same. Wall color is different. Floors, obviously. Scooby. Then we moved to the hallway. I put new railings in. I put in a new banister. I had to rebuild all of the stairs. I rebuilt all of the stairs. I put all these in piece by piece. And I had to rebuild the stairs just for the simple fact that when I took the carpeting and all that stuff off, the stairs underneath, the steps and risers and stuff, they were junk. So I had to rebuild the entire staircase. Spare bedroom, which I believe when I first showed this, the office was downstairs. Then we moved it up here. My desk was actually here. Dawn's desk is over there. We changed it, put this into a sitting room / game room. Got a couple Xboxes, a couple TVs. All right, bathroom. I think that's still the same. We painted that, brand new vanity top, and then we got rid of the ugly green. If you all remember the surround was like a green color, like pea green. That's our bedroom, and that's Kara's room, off limits. I was told that. Vanity's still the same, changed the whole top. What else? Painted it, obviously, different colors. She put this on the wall. Mirror. All right, now we move to the outside, the deck. As you will notice, deck is black. We painted it black. We painted those darker black. This is like a charcoal kind of gray. I put up these posts for these lights. I have had to fix the fence in a few spots. The posts and stuff were breaking because whoever put it up didn't know how to install a fence. I put these in to fix the posts because the posts were rotten because whatever wingnut installed this fence put concrete on the bottom of the post about this much. Then from the top of the concrete to the top of the ground, there's this much dirt. Guess what happened? All this rotted away, the posts are breaking. So whatever genius did this, don't do any more fences because you don't know how to fucking do it. One thing I am particularly proud of Dawn is she can kill any kind of plant, any plant whatsoever. I bought her cactuses, figuring she couldn't kill them. Nope, she killed them motherfuckers. She hasn't stopped trying. She's been learning, so I'll give her that. So we got these little planters that I put on the outside of the deck, and she's actually been doing good. She hasn't killed a thing. And she grew this, a little seed, in about a month or two, I guess. I don't know, she keeps it watered. Got these little plants here, a little plant there. I think her biggest accomplishment is this. She's actually started a garden and it's actually really doing good. I don't know what that one is. This one's cauliflower. Yep, there's a cauliflower there. I don't eat cauliflower. Some of these I don't know what they are. These are your tomato plants. These three right here are tomato plants. And here she's got some, it's a weird shaped jalapeno, but there's a nice jalapeno is growing. Looking a little brown though. I'm not sure if it's just changing color or what's going on with that one. She's got some parsley going. I have no idea what those are. And I'm very proud of her. She hasn't killed it. Good job, babe. When we first moved here, next to the driveway, there was a basketball hoop sticking up, huge bushes. All of that is gone. Tore it out, put some sod here, built this wall. This wall wasn't here. This was all just, I don't know what the hell it was, like rocks and stuff. We took all the rocks out, put all the wood chips or whatever is in there, built this wall, put the drain there, built these steps because I had extra of those, so that's what that's made out of. Little bike ride done. 1.5-ish. You feel like you got some exercise?
Yeah, a little bit. One of they say I did like Tour de France.
Oh, you did Tour de France because your legs are telling you?
Yeah.
Get some actual exercise in. Start working a little more. Lose the dad bod. Nothing there. A little tiny bit. Because we had that storm, all these fucking sticks are in here. This is where it was running off the edge. See, when that storm came through, all these little sticks and shit. It's a good size.
They're all big. They're all bigger than me.
The only thing they got is these self-checkouts.
Yeah,
There's nothing. Number one reason I don't use these fucking self-checkouts because I don't fucking work here. Yeah, I really cannot stand that they have self-checkout only. If I wanted a job at Home Depot, I'd get a fucking job at Home Depot. I got the electric one because the other one just took a shit. There were so many broken parts on it, it wasn't worth it anymore. So we buy the electric one so she can start it.
but when you're like 5 feet tall, it's fucking hard as a motherfucker to get started.
Hence, bought the electric one. It worked. 2 speeds, high and low, but obviously this is not enough to test the longevity. So I'll be testing this beast. I may make a separate video. Tuesday, the 27th. And if you were wondering what that little thing is, it was so it can hold my drone. It actually holds onto it with this. You just like lock it in there. There's a little switch on the thing, it locks it in. Because I was having a difficult time filming this stuff, flying the drone and riding the bike. And I'm holding this while I'm trying to, and I'm making sure now I have it set up on the handlebars like so. Just like this, so I can see what it's going to crash into. It has not done it yet. I've not crashed it once yet. I hit a branch. It kind of saved itself. It just barely clipped it. I wanted to test the durability of this, which it shakes a little bit, but it's like here, and this is not really going anywhere. The phone's kind of in there, and it it shakes, but it actually holds it really good. I'm actually impressed. I didn't think it was gonna hold on to it, but literally I can put this in there, clamp it in, and pick up the bike just by holding this. And this actually holds really well. So didn't really film a whole lot yesterday. Yesterday was our date day, we kind of call it, I guess. See, the big thing in the relationship is that we need to interact with each other more, do more things together. And I'm not saying every time we have free time we have to go somewhere and go do something or whatever, but like example for yesterday, we went to a place called the Jocelyn Museum, Jocelyn Mansion. It was an old castle-like building that was built in the early 1900s, old woodworking styles. They had a Scottish architect who designed it, and you could see all these little Scottish details everywhere. It was pretty neat. I like that old stuff, but I really didn't film a whole lot. I did film some, a little bit of B-roll on it and show you guys, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It looks like a little medieval castle kind of deal that was built in the early 1900s, destroyed by a tornado in 1913, and rebuilt, and this and that and the other. And then last night, we decided to go bowling. I have not bowled in forever. We bowled 5 games. I got over 100 every game. I got like 103 on the first one, so barely, but I was just sucking ass. I was horrible. And the last game, Dawn decided that she wasn't gonna aim anymore. She just starts throwing strikes. So she's like way ahead of me in the game. He started whooping my ass. I have some screenshots and little video clips that I thought she was gonna whoop my ass in the last game. I beat her in all the other ones. There was one spot where I think it was like 10th frame. I ended up having like 133, and she needed to get the spare. And I'll just play this clip. I think she might beat me this game. She needs 11 pins. And I think she got it right there. Oh, almost. The trick is, can she get the one pin that will beat me?
You're not even recording the lenses closed. Oh, motherfucker.
And she's got it. She's got it. Oh, and it moved. What the fuck? She made an effort. She tried. You did really good, by the way. That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. But she missed it, so she's gonna beat me on that one. She was kicking some ass in that one. She just like go up there and go boom. And I was being a smart ass too. I don't think I recorded that one, but I threw the first one. I'm like, oh, that's a strike. And I turned around and walked away, and it was a fucking strike. So it was kind of an asshole move, but it was funny. So yeah, it's always important to set time aside. I mean, I did record, but I usually don't record anything. But I just record a little B-roll here and there, things like that. Okay, so comment time. I got one comment. Well, I got 2. One was from my brother, so that really doesn't count. I did get a question from Johnny V, who is another YouTuber. Go check him out. He does Biloxi, Mississippi, bunch of videos down there. So cool. He's almost at 3,000 subs, so go give him a like. It says, do you ever discuss what type of work you're doing? Well, I'm not sure if I've ever done that. I work at a trucking company called Werner Enterprises. My title is a dedicated fleet manager, which basically means my accounts that I run on, like, we'll say second shift, is I run Bass Pro, I run Jeld-Wen Windows and Doors, Home Depot, and Expeditors. So basically what I do is whatever trucks that I'm in charge of that night, which is anywhere between 250 and 500 trucks a night between all my accounts. They send in messages like they've arrived at a stop, they've completed a stop, they've arrived at the shipper, they've emptied out, they've loaded, things like that. They send those messages in and I process them, and that tells the customer that this is there, this is there, this is there, they stopped at this stop, this, that, and the other. And then if any drivers have any issues, they break down, anything like that, they usually call me and I tell them, how to proceed. Send in maintenance requests and I deal with breakdown, and then breakdown finds them something, and it's a whole different department, and it's a whole collaboration between people. A lot of drivers are new and they don't know really what to do, so I have to kind of walk them through how things work and this and that. So I mean, that's pretty much what I do. I'm a glorified babysitter for truck drivers. That's what I call it. It is not a difficult job, and a lot of the truck drivers we have are really smart and intelligent, and this country couldn't run without truck drivers. So this whole time during the pandemic, I never stopped working. The only deal was is they gave me a laptop and told me I could work from my house. Well, you've seen my setup. I could work from my house without that because I already set one of my computers up to work. But if my laptop were to break, I could just hop on one of my computers and go to work. By 27th, I've actually been working at home for about a year now. I believe it was the end of July when I started working from home last year. And the way things are going, and not here in Nebraska, but like in California, they're doing the remasking thing because of some Delta variant, and I don't see it happening here yet. I mean, we're fairly normal here in Omaha. We don't have to wear masks in the store if you're vaccinated, which I did get vaccinated. I got the Pfizer twice. Dawn has not been vaccinated per her doctor because of medical issues with the MS. They're not sure how it's going to affect her, this, that, and the other. So she decided not to get it, which I 100% agree with because there's too many unknowns to deal with. Leave me a comment. I'll read it on here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share the video. Helps me out a ton. I appreciate it. The audience retention on last week's video was just through the roof, which means you guys are watching the whole video, which is awesome. YouTube likes that. Now we just have to work on the interactions with the comments and the likes and this and that. So leave me a comment. I'll read it on here next week. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video. Help me out a little bit. Take it easy.